Hello, welcome to LiSA Payment API. My name is Elijah Masanga and I'm going to dive with you in this developer's course. So, LiSA Payment API, this is the developer's course and this is video number 1, Introduction to LiSA Payment API. We are going to look on what is LiSA Payment API, why did we create LiSA Payment API, how does it going to help you solve your problems in transactions, and how can you integrate and benefit from LiSA Payment API. So I will go to the website. You can just type www.lisapayment.api.com and the website will open over there, and you see over here we have LiSA Payment API is a mobile application, and there's also a library for integrating USSD payments from any mobile network from any place in the world. So what does LiSA does? You have your customers online and you want them to pay for your service. So what you do, you come to LiSA, you create a new account, and then you create your API. So example, we have stoyan.com or gahawa.com. Gahawa.com uses LiSA Payment API. So they have registered in LiSA Payment API. After registration, you create your payment API. After creating your payment API, you integrate that payment API from LiSA to your gahawa.com example or to your site.com. After integrating that to your site, you start generating payment requests, by which the first step before that is you add either a product or an order. So if you have a lot of products, that will be an order. The way we term an order in LiSA is a group of products which are paid together. But a product is just one item. So example, you want your users to pay for subscriptions. That is one item, that cannot be an order, that is a product. So you add a product, and one product may be purchased by 100 people, whatever people you want. But an order, you have, let's say we have a store like stoyan.com, or we have something like wakenage.com, and you want your users to pay. So what do you do? Because a user today will have to purchase maybe 6 products, and tomorrow a user will purchase 1 product, and tomorrow he will purchase maybe 20 products. How can you track all of them? So that's why we created an order. So when the user choose those items to cart, you send a request that you want to create an order with a certain amount of money. Maybe let's say it is 200,000 shillings. And then LiSA will receive that, and then you send another request that you want a payment code for that. So you send 2 requests for the order. And then LiSA will reply with you with the order starting with O and then the order number. And then the user will come over here, download the application, purchase it online, and then they will scan the QR code or they will enter the payment code, and then payment will be done. And the way payment it will be done, we have sequences which are running. We have alpha sequence, we have beta sequence, and we have LiSA sequence. We will talk in detail on these sequences and why they will help you. Alpha sequence is the product or order sequence. LiSA sequence is the payment charge that we are charging on this. I can see on pricing over here, 100 shillings to 10,000 we are charging 100 shillings, and then 10,001 to 100,000 we are charging 500. So these prices will be changing in the future. So you have something like that. So alpha sequence is for product or order, and product or order, and the LiSA sequence is for the charges, and beta sequence, this is where people will be interested, I think. Beta sequence is, example, your site is stoyan.com, and you want every payment that will be done in your system, you want to charge 100,000. So beta sequence is that sequence which will charge 1,000 or 10,000, whatever you want to charge from your users. So all these sequences will run. If you don't need to add beta sequences, it will not be added. If you want to add beta sequence, it will be added in your sequences. And when we are talking about sequences, that one *150*01, that sequence that the application will be automating the user's phone, which we call USSD, that USSD session. So if we have one payment USSD session, that is one sequence. And on those sequence, alpha sequence is the one, beta sequence is the second, and LiSA sequence is the third. If you don't provide beta sequence, it will have 2 sequences for payment. If you provide beta sequence, it will have 3 sequences. So the alpha sequence will send the money to the product's API endpoint, which will be the number that by now we are supporting only Tigo for these endpoints. And then for beta sequence, it will send also the money to the Tigo number that you have. And then the LiSA sequence, it will send money to LiSA payment API number that it will be there. So that is on purchasing online. We are going to see in the second video how to create your account and how to verify it, so you can start to dive. And these are other parts which are very minor. The core part is this one. These other parts are so minor on LiSA. We have pay bills, by which you can pay bills, for example, electricity and television bills. And then you can see over here, we have water bill, we have electricity bill, we have TRA, government payments, we have television bundles, by which you can purchase those things. And we have send money module, by which you can send money from Tigo to Voda to Tigo. It is cross-platform. You can send money whatever way you want, from one network to another. Suppose all networks. And then we have this module track records, by which everything that we'll be doing in the application, you purchase online, it will store records. You pay bills, it will still record. You send money, it will still record. And then you'll be able to track those records in your phone. Like when I bought my television bundle, things like that. So how many days have I used the television bundle or water bundle, whatever you want to do, calculate. It is on this module, track records. And then we have this Android library, by which we created this to make people who are using mobile apps not to have many apps, more than one app they have. So what that they do with this Android library, they just include Android library in their application. Actually, it's under development. When they have included that Android library, they will just call the library to do the LiSA payment API thing, and then they will be able to scan the payment codes and then pay for payments, whatever they want to do. The library will add a lot of feature in that library. For now, it's under development, but it will come soon on the market. So this is the introduction part of LiSA payment API, by which we check what is LiSA transaction records. We are protecting in retail level security for our servers, our apps, and we are doing back checks and things like that. You can check our Twitter account. Over here, it is LiSA Payment API on Twitter. And then you can check on Instagram, it's LiSA Payment API 1. This one is opening, LiSA Payment API 1. You can check on Pinterest, LiSA Payment API. On YouTube, we have an account also. You can check on GitHub. GitHub, we have an account by which we will be posting sample codes for people to try what they want to try, and on medium.com it is at LiSA Payment API. This is Pinterest, and then this is YouTube channel. So the main problem which created us to develop LiSA Payment API was paying for products or orders or whatever you want to pay digitally. Is actually a big problem in Africa, because a lot of people are using mobile money and they are not using credit cards. So the best way to link people with our systems of payment, it is to link their mobile applications, USSD apps, to work together with the internet, and that is what exactly LiSA is doing. So you come over here, you see purchase online, You purchase online, you scan your payment code, you pay for payment code. What will run over there will be a USSD session. After USSD session has been finished successful, it will send a request to the online confirming that payment is done. And it is like other systems the way they do. You pay over there, they get your cash, and then they confirm your payment. So this is also how LiSA Payment API is doing. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I'm Elijah Masanga. I hope to see you in the second video, by which we're going to create a new account and to verify the account.